Hey guys, Axe here from Gamers Armory again, and today we're looking at the game that's been out for a while called Terraria, or Terraria, depending on your own little take of that. But yeah, apparently most people say Terraria. So anyway, this is a really cool game. The devs have done a great job. There has been a bit of, what do you say, I guess, comparison to Minecraft. However, I've played this for a while now, and I can definitely say that short of being a free roam RPG where you can build stuff, that's where the similarities end. And perhaps, no offense, love you guys, but the shitty graphics between Minecraft and Terraria. No, I mean, look, the graphics are not what makes the game, so I'm only being lighthearted about that. The core component of this game is definitely the RPG style, where despite the fact that there's no quests or you don't get told exactly what to do, there is plenty of stuff to go and see and do and make your own fun, so to speak. Yeah, so I want to jump in and show you guys what we're looking at doing on the first day in our new world. Now I've just made this my little guy and this new world. Okay, one of the first things you need to definitely get done on the first day is immediately get a whole buttload of wood. That's going to keep you going for a fair while. And huge trees like these definitely make life a little bit easier. Now during the day, you'll see things like these little blobs that are jumping towards me. They do attack you. They're, yeah, they just sort of bounce towards you. And I'm just going to get one. Now, the thing with the blobs is they drop gel, and gel is used in torches, so we definitely need to get a bunch of that. It goes pretty far. You'll find as you continue through the game that torches are not such a big deal. You usually end up getting more than what you need to use when you're mining for better materials. So yeah, obviously you jump in here, guys, you need to construct a house. When the sun goes down, zombies and bad monsters and all that sort of stuff come out, so that's what we need to do pretty quickly during the first day, is get the house situation sorted out. So now that I've got a bunch of wood, you'll notice in this game the control system too, before I continue with building the house, it's mostly based on where you actually have the cursor. I mean, now I'm just clicking anywhere and it'll hit in the direction that I'm facing, but with chopping down trees you actually need to aim at the base when you're hitting, and this principle also applies when using the pickaxe to mine for materials. And you'll notice too, another thing that's important to note, if I don't get owned by these goddamn blobs, is basically, yeah, that you can mine through some stuff. So if I put the mouse over here, you see I can dig through one layer of dirt and pick it up. Now, yeah, obviously, like you've seen there, you don't need a shovel in this game. The three main things that you use as far as building goes is your pick, your axe, and you will early on you'll get a hammer essentially. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just gonna grab my wood here up in the quick bar. It's number 6. Go away. And once we've picked that up, I can quickly drop it down. I'm just holding down left click here and putting it down. Oops. And make a quick little floor. Now you'll notice one thing, guys. If I do a few comparisons to Minecraft, you'll have to forgive me, but because the building is similar, that's where I'll reference it to. So in Minecraft, where I would normally tell people to go and find like a cave or something where most of the work's already done, do not do that in this game, because monsters can actually spawn in your house. But the way they spawn is essentially the background. Down here in this cave, you can see the background behind it's actually dirt, and that means mobs can actually spawn in there. Now I'm going to put a wall behind what I'm building here, and that's going to keep things out of my little house, just to just so I can get everything started quickly. Okay, now to craft stuff in the game, all you need to do is press escape, which brings up a little scrolling menu thing over here. If I just left click on stuff, it scrolls down through. So I'm going to grab some torches. So I've clicked on that left click on the torches to line it up with, and it shows me what crafting materials I need. Now I can just right click. If you hold it down, it'll pick them up for you, and I don't need heaps, so that'll do. Now the other thing we need is a crafting table, similar to the crafting cube in Minecraft. You need a workbench, sorry, not crafting bench. The workbench is used to make more complex items. I'm just going to chuck this anyway because I'll expand the house later on. Now you would have seen there on the left, as soon as I clicked down and I stand near the workbench, I now have a lot more stuff that I can actually make. So yeah, I'm going to grab a couple of doors. 2. And now I've got doors, I'm going to put them down. Now you just need a 3 gap like so, and then put the mouse and drop the door in, and just right click to open and close the door. So all pretty straightforward. Now during this game you're going to be able to make better armor sets, you'll come into contact with bosses, and there's even different difficulty levels that you go through, if I can spit that out. Yeah, the difficulty levels are actually part of the game. So once you go through and kill the bosses in this normal mode, if you will, then it actually automatically upgrades you to the next difficulty of the game. So it's not something that you choose per se, it will happen with the flow of the game. That's actually something I really liked, because yeah, we did a bit of a team effort in a server one weekend, and you know, once we got through and did the last boss finally, everything got harder, we got access to better gear and all that sort of stuff, and I thought it was a really cool feature. But anyway, we've nearly got the you know, semi-basis of the house done. Now one thing you'll use a fair bit is a wooden platform. I'm going to show you what that does right now. So I'm just going to get a bunch of, yeah, that'll do, a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm just going to put that here, just to... Now what you can do with wooden platforms is actually jump through them and stand on them. And if I press S, which is down, you fall through it. So when you're doing your spelunking down in caves and whatnot, you will get a hell of a lot of use out of wooden platforms before you get upgraded gear, which makes getting around a little bit easier. But for now, this will do the trick. Alright, now you've seen that obviously we've got, you know, my really shitty attempt at a house here sorted out. But now what I need to do is fill in the back wall so things don't actually spawn in here with me. For that, we just click on the wooden wall here. I'm going to need a fair bit, so I'm just holding down right click and you'll see it ticks quicker. Yeah, you know, it gets faster and faster and faster, and that'll probably do. Alright, so now all I'm doing is clicking behind stuff this time. So hold down left click and fill in the wall behind us here. How are we doing? Yeah, I should have enough by the looks of it. Okay, now similar to Minecraft again is if you create a bed, you can sleep in the bed and then that will reset your spawn point to where the bed is. It's handy if you go down really deep underground looking for stuff. You know, obviously mobs get pretty hard down there, so early on it can be nice if you build like a shaft straight below your house on the surface and then you know, sleep at a midway point down underground. That can be a handy little thing that you can do. But yeah, that's sort of the first day, guys. Now, in a little bit, it's not quite nighttime yet. It's very, very close, but at nighttime mobs will come out. So yeah, we might sort of just leave it there for a second and wait until we get a bit of action. Alright, here we go, guys. It's just turned nighttime and we've got our zombie. Now, I couldn't put my finger on exactly if, when, or how it happens, but initially zombies can't break through a door as far as I know. But at some point during the game, you must trigger an event like if you kill a particular boss, and then all of a sudden they start to be able to knock your doors down. Like, yeah, this guy, I don't think he's getting through. They usually do it a fair bit quicker than this. But yeah, so early on in the game, they can't get through the door. Later on, at some point when you kill something, trigger an event, whatever it may be, they can get through. So just keep that in mind, especially when you're dealing with NPCs. I'm not going to cover much of the stuff in the game now as far as NPCs and that sort of stuff goes, but definitely worthwhile seeing zombies. Now, this is why it's really important to get your house done pretty much immediately on the first day, because trying to build at night with these guys, I mean, I'm not really getting swarmed at the moment, but I can see a few of them getting stuck over here on the left hand side of the screen. Yeah, it's impossible. It's dark, you can't hold torches and your sword at the same time, and just, yeah, you end up getting creamed. So definitely take my advice, get yourself a house sorted ASAP, and then you're good. You can dig down during night, you know, mine underground, all that sort of stuff, and go exploring during the day. Now, there is a number of different biomes, and you definitely will need to go and check them out. They all drop individual crafting items in each of the biomes that you'll need to be able to sort of make more advanced gear and that sort of thing. Now, there is also magic in this game, so you'll at some point need to make a decision whether or not you want to be magic based or go for a more physical approach. There is no real right or wrong answer. In the multiplayer server, we had a guy who wanted to use range stuff, so he was using bows and that sort of gear. I was using magic stuff, and another guy was merely attack, physical damage. Everybody had their role. Everyone was useful at different times. There is no right or wrong answer. Focusing on trying to be the best at everything is really going, unless you want to dedicate a huge amount of time to this game, it's really not going to happen, because you need different armor sets depending on what sort of damage you want to outlay to the monsters. I had magic armor that helped with mana regen, but there's other ones that, you know, the physical melee guy Kronos in the server when we were playing, he had a full physical defense armor set so that he could get in there and melee bosses and not take ridiculous amounts of damage, whereas I couldn't take anywhere near the damage he could, but I could stand back and dish it out from afar, so it didn't matter so much. Yeah, the armor sets all go over here on the right hand side. The social ones that are sort of a whitish greeny aqua colour, they are just for your looks. So if you put a helmet in there, it will show you your dude wearing that helmet, but you do not get the attributes from it. That's where your equipment here, the green column on the right hand side, you put in your armor sets, so you get helm, you know, chest plates, legs, all that sort of stuff. And you can pick up a number of different rings and put down here in the accessories slot. So yeah, look, I just want to give a brief rundown of what to expect on the sort of first day. I may do a few more of these. I can probably jump in and show you my other character who's got a bunch of cool gear, and maybe show a few boss fights and that sort of thing. So if you'd like to see that sort of stuff, guys, leave a comment below the video, and yeah, I'll do what I can to do more videos if everyone's interested in that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely a cool game. It's available on Steam and a bunch of other places, I think. I got mine through Steam just because it was convenient, but yeah, these guys have done a fantastic job. Don't let the simple fact that this is a platformer sort of style visually put you off. This game is extremely in-depth and ridiculously fun. So yeah, as always, guys, have fun, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.